Mitch McConnell is not too happy with Tucker Carlson. Mitch McConnell blames Tucker Carlson for the conservative sentiment over Ukraine. So let's get into this. We're gonna watch this guy talk. I was gonna say something mean, but let's watch Mitch McConnell call out Tucker Carlson as the culprit or the person to blame for the sentiment shift in the conservative circles about Ukraine. He blames them. Let's listen to Mitch.
You've been probably one of the most ardent backers of Ukraine in the Senate here, but what took so long to get some of these other 8 Republicans persuaded to your position here? Was it the overall nature of this bill?
It was a talking to by the CIA.
Well, that's a good question. You already know the answer. I think the demonization of Ukraine began by Tucker Carlson, who, in my opinion, ended up where he should have been all along, which is interviewing Vladimir Putin. And so he had an enormous audience, which convinced a lot of rank and file Republicans that maybe this was a mistake. I think the former president had sort of mixed views on it. We all felt that the border was a complete disaster, myself included. And Chad, you remember covering the phases we went through. First, there was an effort to make law, which requires you to deal with Democrats. And then a number of our members thought it wasn't good enough. And then our nominee for president didn't seem to want us to do anything at all. That took months to work our way through it. So we ended up doing the supplemental that was originally proposed, which dealt with not all problems. It didn't solve the border problem, but certainly addressed the growing threats at the moment.
Now, it's always excruciating to listen to Mitch McConnell speak, but that's Mitch McConnell blaming Tucker Carlson along with a couple of other people, but he puts more of the forceful words against Tucker Carlson. And even saying that he's glad he ends up where he's at, which is out of broadcasting, at least cable news broadcasting. But let's go to the headline about this, Mitch McConnell speaking about this, and that's this headline here. This is from NBC News, and it says, Mitch McConnell says Tucker Carlson and Trump's waffling delayed crucial Ukraine aid. The Senate Republican leader pointed to Carlson's demonization of Ukraine along with Trump's mixed views and resistance to additional aid as reasons it taken so long to pass. And it would not have passed if Speaker Mike Johnson hadn't got a briefing, and we all know what that means, got a briefing on the details. You mean his life was shown right before his eyes, and then he came out and magically everybody was on board. So that's what they mean. So I'll read a little bit of this. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on Tuesday celebrated the impending passage of $60 billion in U.S. aid to Ukraine ahead of a final vote, while lamenting the fact that it took months to secure enough Republican support to land it. At a press conference, the Kentucky Republican pinpointed 2 men responsible for the delay: former Fox anchor Tucker Carlson and former President Donald Trump. I don't need to go into quote because we watched the video. So that is Mitch McConnell criticizing Tucker Carlson for being a so-called right populist when it comes to Ukraine. And the people that would be following him has taken that stance, not only in the rank and file of Republican support, but also in the Matt Gaetz circles, the Marjorie Taylor Greene circles. And they didn't like that.